I love your face.
And we miss your faces.
Hey, and it's our faces.
Look at that. All right, we are on a brand new chapter in math. We are on chapter 12.
Here we go.
We're going to be talking all about shapes and different types of geometry. It's going to be great.
So, with this chapter though, there's going to be a lot of vocabulary words that you guys will have to know. So make sure you're paying attention and let's get started.
All right, so we're starting with lesson 12.1. Describe plane shapes. So please go to page 697 in your book.
And here we go. So when we're talking about a plane shape, which is our first vocabulary word, is a shape on a flat surface, meaning it's not 3D. It's flat, plain, okay? With that, we've got a few different vocabulary words describing lines or line segments. The first one that we have is point. It is the exact position or location. So here we have a line and there's a point in the exact location.
Our next word is line, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard or drawn lines before. A line is a straight path. It's not curvy, it's straight. And it continues on in both directions. It does not end. So a lot of times I like to show a line pointing in both directions, showing that it's going to go on and on and on and on. It never, ever ends.
It's kind of like that song.
What song?
This is the line that never ends. It keeps on going on, my friends. Some people started drawing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue drawing it because a line continues in both directions.
I like it. I've never heard that before.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
That was great.
Here we go, endpoints. Points that are used to show segments of a line. So we just made our line, okay? Now I want you guys to put fists on both hands. Those are going to be our endpoints. We have a starting point and an end point. Alrighty?
So now this line ends.
Ends. It does not continue.
That's why it's called a endpoint. Which brings us to our next thing, a line segment. So how a line has these endpoints, it's not called a line anymore. It's called a line segment because it has a starting point and then an end point. Line segment. So we have lines that go on and on and on, and we have line segments that end.
All right, awesome. And the last one, array, is a straight line, and it's part of a line, but it has one endpoint and it continues in one direction. So get your arms up again. Take your right hand and make a fist. Put it out straight. Take your left hand and have your palm facing, or a pointer finger. That is array, okay? So we've got our endpoint over here, and then our line that continues on and on and on. Array.
Okay. Hey, Miss Poppy, do you want to play a little game?
Ooh, yeah.
So here's how it works. You are going to play it with us. I'm going to say either line, line segment, or ray. And you need to show that with your arms. Okay, are you ready?
Okay, here we go.
Ready, line. Good, it goes on and on and on.
Both sides.
Line segment.
Line segment.
Good, yes, it has two endpoints.
Am I doing good?
You are.
Okay.
Line. Ooh, we just had that one. Yep, goes on and on and on. How about array?
Endpoint. Line that continues.
And last one, line segment.
Line segment.
Two endpoints.
Hey, that was fun.
That was
You
good.
guys could practice that at home.
Yeah.
See if your parents know the difference.
Ooh.
Alrighty, here we go.
All right, so we are looking at this shape over here. A lot of us know this. This is a square. If you look at it, it says some plane shapes are made of connecting line segments. A square has these line segments. The question asks, a square has blank line segments. Well, how many of those line segments do you see in this square? Let's count them.
Let's see it.
I see one right here,
Yep.
two, 3, 4. So a square has 4 line segments. It says the line segments meet only at their, what are those things called? Where are they meeting?
At their end points.
Very good.
Okay? So line segments have a starting and an end spot. They're end points. Okay? There's going to be a line that stops, which tells me there are 4 line segments.
Very good.
It says plane shapes have a length and a width, but no thickness. They are also called two-dimensional, meaning they're flat, okay? A lot of drawings, for example, this is a 2D shape. What shape is that, Miss Pelzel?
That's a triangle.
It's a triangle. And this is a 2D shape. They're flat, they're plane shapes.
All right. Our next thing, shapes can be described as closed shapes or open shapes. A closed shape is obviously closed. An open shape is obviously open.
So a closed shape means that it has starts and end points, meaning that, like it said, or I think of it kind of as like a door, closed all the way. There's no open spots on any of these shapes. But then down here on open shapes, they start and end at the same point. So they can start and end at the same point. They're open though. They do not connect. Ooh, more closed shapes?
Yeah, so look at all these closed shapes up here. It asks us to draw a few more examples. I think we should each draw an example.
Okay.
You want to start?
Okay. Now, you know Mrs. Poppy's not a good artist. But I'm going to draw a shape. Ooh, that looks like that. It looks like a closed shape.
Yep.
It started on this side and it ended at the same spot. Okay.
There you go. That is a closed shape. I know what closed shape I'm going to draw.
Ooh.
All right, I'm going to start here.
Look at that.
Again, started at the top. I made my pentagon and ended at that same spot.
Same spot.
It is closed.
So an open shape, it does not start and end at the same spot.
No.
So these down here are all open shapes. Do you want to give it a try?
Let's each draw another open shape.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'm going to do
Whoa.
kind of a fun one.
That is cool.
It's very close to being closed, but I didn't close it. I left an opening.
I'm going to do a swirl.
That's pretty cool.
Nice. What can you guys draw?
Yeah, draw some open and closed shapes.
Give it a try. Awesome.
All right. We are on page 699 in your book, so if you're following along, that is great. You'll see question number 1, it says, write how many line segments this shape has. Well, I know it's a triangle, and I see that it has 1, 2, 3 endpoints, so I want to see how many line segments there are. There would be 1, 2,
3.
3
line segments. All right. The next set of directions for 2 through 5 say circle the words that describe the shape. Number 2. Is that a ray or a point? Now I'm thinking back to my arm signals, and if I remember, a ray had an end point, and then the other side continued. So looking at this picture, I think it's an array.
Yeah, because it does have a point, but it also has a line that goes the other direction.
That continues to go.
It's not just a point.
No.
Very good.
Number 3. Should we call on someone?
Yeah, let's call him. Is that shape open or closed?
Open or closed?
Let's see.
Ooh, Isaac, You're up. Number 3, do you think it's open or closed? Yeah,
You got it.
Right, it's closed. And you're right, Isaac, it's closed because if I were to draw this shape or trace it out, my start and my end point are at the same spot.
Awesome.
Hey, nice job, bud.
Let's call on someone for number 4 as well. Is that an open or a closed shape? We'll go from my class this time. Let's go with Sultan. What do you think? Open or closed? You got it. Yes, that is an open shape. I can tell because I see an opening in it.
It's open. So if we start and trace it, my starting point is different than my end point.
Awesome.
You guys are doing great. Oh my goodness. Number 5. Is it a line or a line segment? Maybe we should do the hand signals for both.
Yes.
So a line
goes on and on and on and on. It never ever ends.
Continues to go. A line segment, end point, end point. Let's look.
Which one is a line segment?
Well, I see an end point and an end point. It's got to be a line segment.
Very good.
Ooh.
Right, whether the shape is open or closed.
6 through 9, open or closed?
Do you think they could do this on their own?
I think they could.
I think you guys could too.
You need to decide. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Are the shapes open or are they closed? You need to decide that. You got it, guys. Alrighty, line segments. How about this? We do the evens, you do the odds.
I like that.
Let's do that.
All right, so we'll start with number 10 because number 10 is an even.
Even number.
So it says, how many line segments does this shape have? So this is kind of a cool looking shape.
Yeah,
I'm going to
super
count
cool.
how many line segments I see. So remember, from end point to end point is a line segment. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 line segments.
Miss Puzzle, I really like how you make a line to count each line segment, just so that you don't maybe miss one or count one twice. Great strategy.
Thank you.
So number 12, since it's an even number, I'm going to use Miss Puzzle's strategy. I see a line segment, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So this shape has 4 line segments. Hey, we're doing pretty good at this.
We are.
Okay, so now we need to decide whether these shapes are open or whether they're closed. We're doing the evens.
You're
doing the odds. So number 14 is an even number. Well, if I trace it over, I start at this point and I end at that point, meaning it is a closed shape.
Nice job. That's kind of a cool looking shape too. All right, we'll skip 15, that's yours. But 16 is an even number, so I'll start right here, trace over it, and it brings me right back to where I started. So I know that that is also a closed shape.
They got this.
Yeah, I think so.
For sure. Here we go.
All right, so for your assignment, you need to do pages 701 and 702 on your own. You guys got this. Make sure you read the directions so you know if you're counting line segments or telling us if the shape is open or closed.
All right, you guys got this, okay? We believe in you. We miss you.
And we love your faces.
See you guys.